Welcome, everybody, to SpellFables. The first guest we have on today, I'd love to introduce. Her name is Katie Combat. Katie is one half of the Twitch series Carboard Combat, alongside her partner Randy. Together, they stream not only Magic the Gathering, but a bevy of role-playing games, tabletop war games, miniature paintings, and video games. Let's have a look at what Katie is playing today.
Hey, today I'm playing Bess Soul Nourisher. Bess is one of my absolute favorite commanders, and it is because of one very singular word that is on her card, and that is base. Whenever one or more other creatures with base power and toughness 1/1 enter the battlefield under my control, I get to put a counter on Bess. Then when she attacks, she takes all of my other base 1/1 creatures and gives them a buff based on how many counters she has. Adding value to 1/1 creatures in the game of Magic the Gathering is absolutely correct. There are so many 1/1 creatures, so many very cool abilities on them. Esper Sentinel, everybody's favorite draw, is a 1/1. Sarah Ascendant, who is broken in Commander with our 40 life total, also a 1/1 creature. Champion of Lambholt, who gets bigger with every creature that enters, also a 1/1 creature. The Fog Frog and the white version of the Fog Frog, Spore Frog and Kami of False Hope, also 1/1 creatures. We have Suture Priest for life gain, Auriok Champion, Essence, Soul Warden, all 1/1 creatures. To make it even absolutely worse, we have the Kami of Whispered Hopes, Pure Imaginative Rascal, and the Benevolent Hydra, all of which are 1/1 creatures. Put a counter on Best when they enter, and all of whom add additional 1/1 counters to every single one of those 1/1 creatures that's in the battlefield. Soul Warden comes in, gives Bess a counter, but Kami, Pure, and Benevolent say, no, let's just stack all even more. Within a turn or two of dropping 1-drops onto the field, I have made Bess big and powerful, and she shares that love with everybody else. My absolute favorite thing to do with this deck is take a little itty-bitty creature that you have never been hit with or attacked with in your life, and it's going to do lethal damage to you. You want to be hit by a 15/15 Spore Frog? I do, and I want to do it to you. That's what I'm trying to do.
Hey Gorge, so today I'm going to be playing one of the very first commanders I ever built. It is Alila Artful Provocateur. Why I love Alila is because she does 6 things. She's got flying, death touch, lifelink. She makes other creatures I control with flying +1 to their power, and whenever I cast an artifact or enchantment spell, I create a 1/1 blue fairy creature token with flying. So, she's gone through many iterations. Right now, she is a flying enchantress with a bunch of mana rocks. I love that every time I cast Alila, I get something else. So I have things like Intangible Virtue and Favorable Winds here to make my flyers even bigger. I have other things like Sigil of the Empty Throne to give me angels when I cast more enchantments. I've got Fairy Mastermind because we do have a bit of a fairy theme here, so we got to get some good ones. Bitter Blossom was a lovely gift from my good friend Bobbie-Christine. Love that card. Archetype of Imagination. Creatures you control have flying. They already do, but the best part of this card is creatures your opponents control lose flying and can't have or gain flying. That's awesome. Kindred Discovery. When I cast any enchantment, I draw a card because I get a fairy. And then when I attack with those fairies, I draw another card. It's cracked. Diplomatic Immunity. It has Shroud, and my creature has Shroud. There's no downsides. All that glitters is in foil, so it literally glitters. And lastly, my favorite card in the deck is a card that I drafted during the Dominaria Remastered set, and it was Opposition. Tap an untapped creature you control to tap target artifact, creature, or land. So with all these beautiful fairies that I keep making, I could tap your Nykthos. I could tap your commander. It's terrible and wonderful, just like me. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, hi, I'm Lynn Frank, and I'm playing Raphael Fiendish Savior tonight. It's a total my love interest with Baldur's Gate 3 and Raphael as a character offering the deals with this devil as he appears at these opportune moments. So I couldn't help but put together something that fit the flavor and the mood of this deck. And so well, not all the time offering delicious choices and saving people's lives or perhaps destroying them. I do have some good demons that enable the game plan, which is for Raphael to get creature cards into the graveyard and for me to make devils. Devils are going to do damage and have lifelink, so my life total is going to soar. And I've got to have reasons and places to spend it. So I don't run a lot of removal in this deck. I want people to have what they want, desire and reach for things and attain it. But I will use slaughter and use the buyback, which is pay for life. Perfect in this format and perfect for like Raphael gaining me life. And of course, Bolas Citadel is there to be the exclamation point on the end of any game that carries on a little too long. The devils I make great sacrifices in payment of it, and there's nothing better, there's no better way to spend your life than peeling off the top. Of course, some of my favorite ways to kill people, or best ways to enable the plan, is this Tortured Existence. That allows me to just kind of flip cards all around. You can get Raphael and make devils every turn, which will just put you ahead in every way. I love to kill people. There's some flavorful includes here. Like, I definitely love to use up Nixilus the Adversary. I'll sack one of these, say, the Pestilence Demon, which gains me a whole lot of life, just to do Nixilus to finish someone off with drawing 7 cards so they can see their best. And I've also got I've got a tutor or two, but I wanted to make sure that it was the bargain, because I love this art, and I sort of wanted something that powered it down a bit, because I could easily get some winning combinations a bit too quickly here.
So the deck I am going to be playing is Captain Ridley Vance, but I will be referring to her as Misfortune the entire time, because this is my Misfortune deck. I even have a Misfortune tattoo. So this is all mono red burns, straight to the face, lower the life total damage. Some of the iconic cards of this deck, I like to run the 1-cost burns to help trigger her effect. Burn, burn, burn. Like Chain Lightning, Lightning Bolt, and Starfire. I have Shock and the other variants. I have a Flame Rift to do damage to everybody. I like to boost her power with cards like Fist of Anvil and Antagonize, so that way when we trigger her triggered ability, she's going to be doing even more direct damage to the face, and we would like to double her power while we're at it to make sure Misfortune uses her ult and blasts people as powerfully as possible. And some supporting cards are just more things to lower life totals, like Descent into Avernus and Mana Barbs. Those are my favorite cards to just put on the battlefield and start shooting everybody, pow, 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 pow. So that's what it's all about, and that's what I'm playing.
Right, I'm gonna go. Let's play some Commander. I'm gonna start off with a forest, put it somewhere where people can see it, and I'm gonna tap that forest for a Llanowar Elf.
Ooh, solid.
I love that.
That's a 1/1 Elf Druid that can tap for green mana, and that seems useful. After that, my turn's done, and I will pass to Lynn.
Great. Perfect. This is so good. I play a Myriad Landscape tapped, and I pass the turn to my dearest friend, Bobbie-Christine.
Oh my gosh, the first balance thing to happen this game. Thank you so much. This is, should I do this? I just top decked it. I'm gonna put a mountain into play. I'm gonna shock the audience, and I'm gonna shock the table, and I'm gonna shock you, Katie Combat.
How dare you?
We're gonna not see a turn 2 best. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna cast Shock.
Are you shocking my elf?
Your elf, yeah.
Ooh.
Wow.
I know.
Target.
That's
Painting
dastardly.
a big old target on that
my
Bobbie-Christine face.
Wow. That Llanowar
The
Elf
table's
was waiting for that soup. He's not gonna get no soup.
You see?
I didn't think about him not getting soup. I do feel bad now. I'll pass the turn.
All right. I'm gonna draw for turn. So I'm gonna reveal this plains, so I can put a port town into play untapped for no reason. I just want it to be untapped.
Always need to
That's my
brag. I'm a real plains. I've got a real plains in my hand. I've got a biological plains in my hand.
Basic lands are biolands.
No, it isn't. No, that's bullshit. All right.
Then what's Yavimaya?
Good lord.
Yavimaya cracks everybody's egg. Was that it for you, Jordan? After the
I'm
port town?
out of game actions. You go. After
I will
that
begin by
wonderful
untapping, upkeeping, and sad now because I was gonna do it.
I have taken something from you, and I hope you get righteous vengeance.
Me too.
So I'm just gonna play a planes. That's it. I will pass after that.
Tap, upkeep, and draw. Oh, I drew a favorite of mine. I play this Restless Vents tap. No bragging on my side, but this little baby can come to life as a little creature. I pass the turn, but I'll do this anyways now. I'm going to tap this Myriad Landscape, and my end step, I'm going to Swamp Cycle this Troll of Khazad-dûm and go get myself a swamp. I pass to you, Bobbie-Christine. I'm gonna take this.
It's restless land, and yet it comes in resting.
Restless
What I'm saying
Lake
is-
Vents.
They should have printed strictly better duels, is what I'm saying. I'm going to put a land into play. That's all I got, though. I'm going to pass.
Wow.
No tricks.
No shocking plays.
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna draw for a turn. Looking at your untapped red mana, I am gonna put that plains into play that I showed everyone, and then I'm gonna pass. Not doing
Tap,
nothing.
upkeep, and draw. If I put down Bess, you're gonna bolt Bess.
No,
You're gonna let me. You're
I
gonna
won't
let
do
me
it.
keep Bess.
I'll let you know it won't happen.
All right. I will put down a plains for turn because you said so, and because I trust you. I also
You
have
got it.
3 for my commander. This is Best Soul Nourisher. She is a 1/1 human citizen. Whenever one or more other creatures with base power and toughness 1/1 enter the battlefield under my control, she'll get a counter. No matter how many come in at once, if it's one trigger, she gets 1 counter. And then when she attacks, she makes all my 1/1s bigger. How scary could that get?
Nice.
My turn's over. I'll pass.
That soup looks like it's radioactive.
I would drink it. I
Got
like
electrolytes.
when the food is like neon, like remember old school like blue ketchup. I'm here for it.
Oh,
Yeah, I do remember it. The like purple and green ketchups that Heinz did. I absolutely.
Maybe she's just a real gamer, and it's actually just Mountain Dew.
Exactly, just Mountain Dew. That's right.
Serving
Nourishment for the soul.
up, serving up ladlefuls of Code Red. Ooh, delicious. Oh my goodness. I untap, upkeep, and draw. I'll play this Shadowblood Ridge. And I got that swamp still in my hand because I swamp cycled that. Look at that. I'm a fount of mana. I'm going to activate the Myriad Landscape. Just doing it now, main phase.
Smart.
And I
Smart.
pass that turn to you, Bobbie-Christine. I'll sacrifice it, go get 2 basic lands and into play tapped.
She who activates the myriad is the wisest of all. I'll draw a card.
Absolutely.
That's what I say every day when I wake up. I'm gonna put this mountain into play.
You're just sitting
Oh, that's
straight up in
fun.
bed. Activates the myriad.
I did a tweet once though. I do think that people don't activate their myriad landscapes, and it's like if you're not gonna activate it, get it out of there. You're smart. You gotta activate it
Every time I play a Myriad Landscape, I hear Bobbie-Christine saying, "You do that the
because it
first
comes
chance
in
you get."
tapped, and that's
Yeah.
not worth it unless you're gonna use it.
Yeah, right away, as soon as you can.
Right. Okay.
Right.
I like this card. I'm gonna give it a go. I'm gonna give it a swirl. This says deal 2 damage to each other creature. I'm not doing that one. Oh, I just realized I could kill Bess.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm gonna put any number of cards from my hand on the bottom of my library, then draw that many plus 1. Let's go ahead and put a
Would
mountain.
like.
Oh, I
Whoa,
passed party.
Wow.
I passed
wow,
party.
Wow.
Yeah.
I would like to respond.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
You are
I would
not
like
gonna.
to tap 1 in a blue to flash in a Fairy Mastermind.
Oh, that's pretty hardcore. Okay.
Yeah.
She
That's
gave.
parity.
She
That's
gave.
parity on all that stuff. You two go.
I
I
got nothing.
thought you were gonna reprieve me, and I was gonna scream.
I have blue mana. We don't need a reprieve. We can run real counter spells.
You're totally right. Okay. All right.
Mhm.
I'll put these 3 cards on the bottom and draw 4 cards. Isn't that fun?
I'm gonna draw 1 card.
Hey.
Get it.
Okay, my turn's over when that resolves. I pass.
Yay!
Jordan.
Thanks for the card, Bobbie.
You're so welcome.
I drew card.
I was hoping
why
you had the mastermind. That's why I did
I was thinking.
it.
All right, so I drew my card and untapped my lands. And I'm going to play this swamp for turn. And I'm going to play, if there was another commander in this deck, it would be this card. I love her. You all know and love her as Mean Rafine, the Scheming Seer. She's got flying in Ward 1, and whenever you attack, target attacking creature connives X, where X is the number of attacking creatures.
I can't
How do
escape
you-
that damn mean Rafine. I can't escape him.
He's killing it in standard
Okay.
right now. Rafine is
That's
just
for
like how
legend.
you have to play it.
I would also like to say that I'm going to do the first combat damage in SpellFables YouTube history by sending my
Hardcore.
fairy mastermind down to Bobbie-Christine.
I have this
Ooh.
coming.
When I attack, I'm gonna target the fairy mastermind and make him connive. That means I draw a card and discard a card. If it's a non-land card, it gets +1/+1 counter. I'm gonna discard this Wayfarer's Bauble. Bye.
Ooh.
And put a 1/1 counter on my fairy. That's gonna be 3 damage. Bobbie.
Ow. Okay, you got it. That's more than my shock.
Yep, I gotcha. Gotcha. Me and Bess, we've got the what's it called? The plane where they're from?
New
You know, the
Capenna.
one. New
We're New
Capenna. New
Capenna
Capenna.
sisters.
Connection. Yeah. I'm gonna pass my turn.
Absolutely.
New girl penna.
I'll lay land. That's how the game works. I'm gonna choose this one. It's a Sun Petal Grove. I control both a forest and a plains, coming in wildly untapped. I would enjoy very much, in fact, tapping 1 plains and casting a very special and precious card to me. This is Sarah Ascendant.
No.
Oh.
And it's signed by Bobbie-Christine. This is a 1/1 creature, which means when it enters the battlefield, Bess will get a 1 counter placed upon her.
How did
Sarah Ascendant also
Bobbie-Christine's
has
signature come to be on this card?
because I begged and talked her into writing her name on it before she sent it to me.
We traded
Um,
ascendants.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, she
You
got a much
traded me-
fancier Ascendant, but
traded
I
me the
got the one
secret
with her
layer one.
signature. Means mine's more
Oh.
precious.
It's a good trade.
Sarah Ascendant, as everybody knows, has some utter bullshit in Commander, where as long as I have more than 30 life, it gets +5/+5 and flying. So that's happening now. Bobbie-Christine, you don't have any creatures on the board, and you don't have any tapped. So I would like to move to combat
It's happening.
and deal 2 commander damage to your face for breaking.
Now that is as much shock damage as I did.
Yeah, so it feels fair.
I take it.
After combat, I will move to second main and do nothing and pass my turn.
All right. I untap. I've taken a lot of little game actions, got my land base all squared away. It's time to take make some choices in this game. So I play a swamp for a turn, and I have only one thing to say, and that is the Great Unclean
Oh
One.
yes.
The Butthole
Oh.
Demon!
Yo, the throwback to the butthole. It always
Oh,
comes
the-
back to the butthole.
The Great
It
Unclean
does.
One is a 4/5. At the beginning of my end step, each opponent would lose 2 life. And then any opponents with less life than me, I will generate some Plague Bearers of Nurgle, which I will illustrate with an Infinite token.
For those
pass-
fully confused, I will just
Yeah.
explain that the great unclean one's face looks like a beehole. That's there you go. Now you're caught up.
I don't know what kind of buttholes you've been looking at.
I pass priority on that
Every
cast, that
part
butthole.
Like,
You know,
part,
yeah, some of us don't
I
bleach
love that
it.
card.
Okay, here we go.
That's why they call it unclean.
I'll move to my end step. Each of my opponents, would you please lose 2 life?
Oof.
Ow.
Ooh,
And then
Hey, I'm the red deck.
for those that
cutting me to the
did,
deck.
it looks like everybody's life total is lower than mine. So I will make 3 Plague Bearers of Nurgle. These 1/3 black demons. Pass priority, pass the turn to you, Bobbie-Christine, my
Wow.
dearest friend.
Each, you're gonna get multiple nergs.
Well, now you're just gonna keep my life total like yours. It's just fair.
I like it. I like it.
It's just
know.
fair.
I'll play a Shivan Gorge. Oh my gosh, it's Gorge.
Gorge.
She's so Gorge. Oh my
It's a
gosh.
card.
I'm gonna cast a Fable of the Mirror Breaker. We're Rafine and Fable. We're just basically standard girlies now. So look out.
Wow.
That card's out. I wish it was back in standard. No, I don't.
After I resolve that, I'm gonna cast Quests for Pure Flame. When a source I control deals damage to an opponent, I can put a quest counter on the Pure Flame, and I can remove 4 quest counters to double damage for a turn. Look out. And I'm scared. I'll pass. My turn's over.
Okay. So I think I need to move to combat immediately. and swing Rafine and the Fairy Mastermind at Lynn. I will target Rafine herself, the mean queen herself, and she will connive too. That's what I wanted to see. I'm gonna discard.
Did you draw your Shieldred?
Girl, there's no Shieldred in this deck. Maybe it's not really Esper Legends without Shieldred, is it? Oh, I'm gonna discard
goodness.
Stolen by the Fae
They're besties.
and an Obscura Storefront. I will put a 1/1 counter on Rafine, Scheming Seer,
Absolutely.
and then we move to declare blockers.
Pass priority. Give me
Okay,
some
okay.
damage.
All right,
40 to
thank you.
35. Feels
This
good.
feels right.
Yeah, that's better.
Post combat. It is better. I'm going to put a command tower into play, and then play Talion the Kindly Lord, because
Ooh.
I'm not drawing enough cards. I need more. When he ETBs, I have to choose a number between 1 and 10, and whenever an opponent casts a spell with mana value, power, or toughness equal to the chosen number, that player loses 2 life and you draw a card. I'm really thinking about Katie's 1 power deck.
It seems like pretty obvious.
Twitter says that the ideal number is 3. So I'm going to trust Twitter. I'm going to say it's 3.
You at least chose well for this particular turn. I would very much enjoy tapping 3, casting Pure Imaginative Rascal.
So you're going to lose 2 life.
Pure Imaginative Rascal is a 1/1 creature. Put a counter on Bess, but Pure also has an effect that says if one or more counters would be put on a permanent my team controls that many +1, so I will put 2 1/1 counters on Bess. Then I'd like to tap 1 plains for a Healer's Hawk. That's also a 1/1 creature.
Oh.
Gonna put 2 counters on Bess. Bobbie, you broke my stuff.
I still got it coming.
Wow.
Let's do this. I will send. I will move to combat. I will declare Best Soul Nourisher at Bobbie-Christine. Keep building up.
Lovely.
Commander damage, and I will send the Sarah Ascendant. Attack trigger. On attack, Bess will give all of my other 1/1 creatures +5/5. So, Bobbie, you're going to have a 6/6 commander. Lynn, you are going to have a 11/11.
Wow.
Pass priority.
I also passed priority. I'm fine with this. Good for you.
Curse you, Bess. I stopped this for a whole turn. Listen, I was doing my due diligence.
True. That's the right call. After damage is applied.
Yeah,
That's
take
beautiful.
damage. I'll take 11. Go from
I'm gonna
35 to 24.
I'm also going to gain 11 life from Sarah Ascendant,
Yeah.
which is kind of... that felt wonderful. I feel very good about that. That was very cool. So I will game actions after that.
All right. If I brought my commander out, my commander would give everybody over here their demons, their devils. They would get a little bit bigger. The turds would get larger. They'd also gain lifelink, which, if we're in a battle for lifelink, that feels pretty good. I cast Raphael, Fiendish Savior for 5. Raphael, Fiendish
you have
Savior.
lifelink 2 now.
Yeah, 4/4. We're gonna be here all night, everybody. Other demon, devils, imps, tieflings get +1/+1 and lifelink. And at the beginning of my end step, if a creature card is put into my graveyard, I will potentially gain like another devil token that I will add to the battlefield, a 1/1. All right, I move to combat, and these are now 2/4s. We'll just kind of, they're not gonna stay alive. You all are gonna kill him, right?
You like again.
Yeah, and this is a 5/6.
Which Nurgle came from my Nurgle?
You're going to talk
Yeah,
about your Nurgle in episode 1?
That's my
Yeah.
Nurgle for sure.
I will
like
send you that one, Nurgle. Yeah, Katie, that's your Nurgle. I'll declare attackers. Katie, that's your Nurgle. Which Jordan do you get the little handsy one? And then
That's the one that I was hoping for.
And then Bobbie-Christine, you get the one that's all mouth. You're all that's all for you.
You got it.
Yeah, and then the Great Unclean one, it looks like my life totals are going to be a little bit higher, at least than 2 people, so I'll have at least 2 blockers. Nothing to go against any flyers. I need to send this at Katie. Katie, I'll send this Great Unclean one over your way. This shit don't stink. Pass priority.
I'm going to put Talion the Kindly Lord in front of my Nurgle.
2 damage to
Yeah,
Bobbie-Christine. We got a block with your Talion, and then Katie, this would
no
be
blocks
a total.
from me.
This would be a total of 7. Yeah.
Take it, going back down to 40.
That's where it all starts. Then I'm gonna make some life from this. 3 times 2 is 6. So this is gonna be 11. I'll get 11 back. You know what I mean? I feel like I've just rewinded time here, and take myself back to 35. Thank you, Raphael. I'll move to my end step. The Great Unclean One will trigger. Each of my opponents will lose 2 life.
Ouch. I want to destroy you now, too. What?
Yeah. And then for those that are under my life total, in this case, Jordan is still not under, so I'm only going to make, in this moment, 1 Plague Bearer of Nurgle. I'll leave the other ones tapped. And I pass the turn to you, Bobbie-Christine.
You're not discarding cards. Who are you?
I know. Not yet, at least. All right? It's going to happen.
Okay.
I got too many cards in my hand. You have 7 cards. I've been taking game actions every turn. I need, to accelerate this plan.
I need y'all to have this kaiju battle while I hide in the shadows. I'm gonna go to Saga 2. Let's discard Mizzix's Mastery and a Rush of Adrenaline. I will draw 2 cards.
And I will also draw a card.
Oh my goodness, that's why I did it.
I knew that.
I'm gonna put a Minds of Moria into play. I hate Chihuahua. Uh-oh. I'm scared. But you know what? It's a good thing. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. You have 2 1/1 blockers, Kitty Combat.
I sure do.
I gotta hit you with this 2/2 goblin and make a treasure. That's all.
I declare no blocks. Take your 2.
And then I end my turn, passing it to Jordan.
All right.
Do.
Untap all these beautiful flapping girls. And I draw for turn.
They're flappers?
They're big flappers. They're big
It's
flappers.
Nuka-Penna. That's canonically, I think.
They stay flapping.
They flap.
I could draw
1-800. Are you flapping?
1-800.
I could just draw so many cards. Ooh. I am going to move straight to combat. Katie, I'm afraid of your board. So I'm going to send Talion and Rafine at you. And then, you have a Fiendish Savior. So I'm also sending Fairy Mastermind your way as well. So when I attack, I get a Rafine trigger. Yeah, all of them. You, the whole thing. I'm gonna connive 3, and Talion is gonna be my conniver this time. Okay, we can work with that. I would like to discard this Terramorphic Expanse, this Palladium Myrrh, and let's get rid of Githzerai Monk. All right, so I will put 2 1/1 counters on Talion the Kindly Lord. That's 10 total flying damage. The biggest flyer is Talion the Kindly Lord. He'll hit you kindly.
Yeah. Thank you kindly not do that. I will put the Healer's Hawk in front of Talion, and I will take...
Okay, you take 5 damage. Post-combat, I am going to put in a Sea of Clouds. I'm just now realizing I should have done this differently. Wait. Oh, okay. So I'm going to cast Reconnaissance Mission.
Oops.
Everything wrong. But I thought I might draw something I liked even better. So
totally fair.
And then after that, I got 1 more mana, and I'm just gonna let it hang out. That's my turn. But next turn, I'm gonna draw cards.
We draw for turn. Oh, hey. I'm gonna lay a land for turn. It is the Branch Loft Pathway, but I will tap 3.
Oh.
Yep. But hey, it's another one of those things. This is the Kami of Whispered Hopes.
Oh, she's making this so big.
I'll use the 2. That is a 1/1 creature entering the battlefield. So Beth should get 1 counter on it. Pier is going to give 1 extra counter, and Kami of Whispered Hopes says if one of counters will be permanent, that many +1. So we get 1 +1 +1. Beth is going to 3 more counters on her, 8. But she's just a little 1/1.
She is doing the do.
She's doing it. We're doing it. I am going to move to combat. I've been hit a lot by
I
everyone.
did.
Why not? I will send Bess and Pier at Jordan, and I will send the Sarah Ascendant back at Lynn. Bess is going to give everybody +8, including my Kami of Whispered Hope. It's not attacking creatures, it's all creatures. So, Jordan, you have 2 9/9s, one of which is my commander. Lynn,
All right.
you have a 14/14. Pass to block.
Pee-pee.
I have some regrets. My first regret was not leaving up any blockers and not casting reconnaissance mission before my
Oh, no.
return. And then I also regret telling Bess that her soup needed a little salt.
All right, on damage.
She knew we'd have the salt covered. Z.
35 to 21.
Good God.
Dang. They're just 1/1s. What's happening? I don't have any further game actions after that, so I will pass the turn. I have 2 cards in hand, 1 blocker up.
Yeah, I need a discard. We need a discard now. Untap. I've got some Plague Bears. We have 4 untapped Plague Bear of Nurgles. We'll make some more, hopefully. I'll play a Mountain for a turn. I cast the Moria Scavenger. It's a 1/4 with Death Touch and Haste. I can tap, discard a card, draw a card. There's my discard, everybody. I know you were all worried about me, that I wasn't going to be able to discard. Here I am. I've got my sickness handled. So
I'm so relieved you got that discard.
Yeah,
I was
I got
thinking you
that
might be a body
discard.
snatcher, you know?
Absolutely. Yeah. I need to move to combat now. This is just an orc rogue, so it's not going to have any of the benefits of the Raphael Fiendish Savior program. But we do have the 4 Plague Bearers of Nurgle, and I think I've got everyone else's life total feels like under mine, except for this one person above me. Above me on the. So I move to combat, and I'll declare attackers. I'm going to send all 4 of the Plague Bearers over, and the Great Unclean One over at you, Katie Combat.
My great googly. What is the total amount of damage of that?
The total amount of damage would be 4 times 2 is 8 plus 5, so it'd be 13 points of damage, all lifelink. So I gain not as much as I lost, but we won't hold that against you.
Okay. Then I declare no blocks.
All right, 13 points of damage.
Oh, you cast a spell with converted mana cost 3.
Oh, we did, yeah. Sorry,
Yes.
Maria Scavenger is, yeah. Heuristic Study I can handle. Great Unclean One will trigger. So I move to my end step. Each of my opponents are going to lose 2 life. So I'll make some Plague Bearers. I'll make 3 Plague Bearers of Nurgle. That's 3 new lifelink demons. With that, I pass the turn to my dearest friend, Bobbie-Christine, in the shadows.
Thank you, dear Lynn.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm so grateful to have my turn passed to me by you.
Oh, Sarah Ascendant is now small, for the record.
Oh,
Oh.
my God.
Just
For the
barely.
first time.
Yeah.
So I just, if I hurt Katie Combat, I feel like Lynn takes the lead. I hurt Lynn, I feel like Katie Combat takes the lead. So we're going to try to
Yes.
hurt a little bit of everybody.
Nor the fairy.
No, and then I ignore Jordan and then she destroys me. I have no choices here. Okay, here's what we're going to do. On the end step,
Welcome to
I'm going to pay
Commander.
3. When I pay 3, I'm going to then tap my Shivon Gorge. Each opponent, Gorge. It's so Gorge. I'm going to,
Gorge.
it's going to make everyone lose 1 life. Each opponent. Take that.
All right.
Oh.
A source I controlled has dealt damage to 3 opponents. I'm going to put 3 counters on Quest for Pure Flame. Don't look at me. I'm not a threat. Start my turn. I'll put this mountain into play. I will go to Katie Combat, which is combat. You're synonymous with combat. You invented it. You are
We know.
combat.
Sprang to life, fully formed when Richard Garfield first said the word combat.
Yeah, he was like,
Really awkward for both of us.
Yeah,
honestly.
yeah.
It really did. You were there. And
So on brand.
it's been written into the script.
Okay.
The Woober Halo.
Welcome to combat.
I'm
It's your Garfield.
I'm in
Pippin
combat.
Right. Yeah.
My GGR to be here. I want to thank Garfield and Katie for this moment. I'm going to attack Katie Combat, but as I do so, I will say I want to attack Jordan. But I've got a threat assess, so I'll send 2 damage at Katie. I'll make a treasure. Post-combat, I will cast my commander.
Oh, that's 3.
She costs 3. Ah, damn it. Ah, I should have attacked you.
I'm going to draw a thing, and you're going to lose 2 life.
How many cards do I make you draw this game in my turn?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 8 cards in my hand.
Good God, what have I done? What have I done? Oh, I missed my saga trigger. I'm not going to use it, but it is now on the other side. And it is now a reflection of Geeky Cheeky. So that would have happened after my draw step. I missed that, and now it's here. I pass.
Alrighty, I'm going to untap Upkeep and draw. I need to try and get a land drop. So what we're going to do, you've got a 4/4, Lynn, doing Italian the Kindly Lord at you. But then I get my Rafine trigger. I'm going to connive. I'm going to draw that card and discard a Ghostly Prison and put a 1/1 counter on Talion. So now it's 6 damage.
6 damage is totally perfect. It's absolutely perfect. I'm gonna take that 6 damage from Talion.
All right.
Yeah,
On combat damage, I will draw another card.
Absolutely.
Okay, that is beautiful. I got my land drop. I'm going to put a swamp into play. Now we're going to cook. Tap 1 blue to cast a Siren Storm Tamer. It has flying, and I can pay a blue to sacrifice my Siren Storm Tamer and counter a spell or ability that targets me or a creature I control. Then a Shipwreck Singer. She's a flying creature. She's a siren. She's Scourge. For 1 and a blue, I can make target creature and opponent control attack this turn if able. And for 1 and a black and tap, I can make attacking creatures get -1/-1 until end of turn. After
That's
that,
so rude.
I love her.
after that, I believe I can do this because I have a rules question. You're going to see this card, and I think I'm doing it correctly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to tap a plains and 4 flying creatures. Bobbie-Christine knows what I'm doing with this. To cast a Safar the Sky's Blade.
Oh, jeez. Oh, what?
Casting a whole makeup
Because
store?
she makes them
I love
tap.
it.
I
Uh-huh.
can. There's no summoning sickness situation, right? Okay, I assessed this correctly.
Yep.
Flying, lifelink, and other creatures I control flying have indestructible. And then
No matter what the ruling was, we were going to let you do it, though, because we're girls.
we're girls.
We're girls.
Thank you. I love the support. I'm going to tap a command tower for blue, and my snow-covered swamp for a diplomatic immunity. I'm going to put that on Safara Sky's Blade. Enchanted creature can't be the target of spells or abilities, and diplomatic immunity also can't be the target of spells or abilities. So.
Oh, wow. She's
my
so
girls,
safe.
My girls are here to stay. After that, I am completely tapped out, and I pass my turn.
That Shipwreck Singer is like designed to make my deck not do the thing. I'm gonna draw for turn.
Right?
Oh, what do I do? What do I do about that?
It's tapped. So she can't use it right now.
Oh, and you don't have the mana. Oh, so I kill you now.
It's a tap. It's
That's
a tap
the
ability.
answer.
Oh no.
Player removal is
Nice.
the best kind of.
Oh. What talking about player removal over here?
Your lifelink would be 7, so I'm just gonna consider your life total 22.
Wait, before you consider that, I'm gonna pay 3 and tap my Shivan Gorgeous. I'll deal damage, 1 damage to each opponent, and then I'll put 3 quest counters on my quest for Pure Flame.
I felt a panic in my heart.
That's very.
I'm so sorry.
No, I'm here for that. Bobbie-Christine is the little murmur before the heart attack.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hedge my bets. Before I do any of those things, in my first main, tap 2 green and 1 white. Cast Congregation at Dawn. Search my library for up to 3 creature cards.
Oh my!
Boop. That card.
How pretty.
I'll shuffle my library and then put those cards on top of it in any order. I'm gonna go find my 3 favorite creatures. I will reveal the 3 creature cards that I retrieved. I have retrieved an Esper Sentinel, a Sovereign Auchinec, a Howl, and a Spore Frog. Someday in the future, maybe I'll draw those cards.
Wow.
Very cool.
Then I would like to move to combat. Jordan, I'm so sorry about that card. It just has me shaking in my boots. So I am going to send all 3 of these creatures.
Oh God.
At Bess is going to trigger, giving each other one creature +8.
With that trigger, I'm fine with that trigger being on this stack. It sounds like Jordan, you have created for yourself a lovely empire in which you are going to be living, right? Like, but now it seems like it's going to be taken from you. It seems
It
that way,
does.
isn't it?
I can feel it all falling away. So let's
Just
all
think
of these
about that for a
creatures kill
moment.
my all of these creatures kill my poor innocent angel that did nothing wrong, right?
They would
Okay.
if they
Oh, yeah.
continue their attack, probably. And
They also
I'm
kill you.
Wait. Can I make a deal with you, Lynn?
Is it?
Do you have a
I do,
you
in
have a
fact, have
response?
a response to that attack trigger. And I just
I'd like
thought about what it would be worth to you to live another turn. It just seems like you might be interested in a chance to get your revenge.
I would love that. You know, I've got a little tadpole in my head.
Yeah.
I'd like you to do something about that. I will get you a crown. I'll get you a scepter. I'll get you anything you want.
Absolutely. It sounds perfect. All right. So does that equate to, like, you leaving me alone and doing my bidding for a little bit? Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I love turning games into two-headed giant games
Sure.
with
Oh,
no
no.
warning.
I'll activate the Moria Scavenger, and I'm going to discard a card, and I will discard this Shadowgrange Archfiend from my hand into the graveyard. It has Madness. I will pay its Madness cost. I will exile it instead of sending it to the graveyard. The Shadowgrange Archfiend, I will also pay 8 life, which I need to do now. So let's pay that 8 life. Go from 26 to 18. This Shadowgrange Archfiend is an 8/4. It says when it enters the battlefield, each opponent is going to sacrifice a creature with their greatest power among creatures they control.
Damn it.
This is with the best Soul Nurturer trigger on the stack. I pass priority on the cast.
Yeah.
Pass.
I have
Battlefield
delayed
doesn't have any
I have
counters
another
on it.
triggers here. I'll need to make an orc, and I'll need to make a Raphael Fiendish Savior later, like a devil. And then go on a
No.
crazy.
Poor Safara.
You made me
So dead.
collateral.
I did, in fact. Unfortunately, I
Safara.
looked at the power of your Captain Ripley Vance. Your misfortune is unfortunate this evening.
That's my response.
You gain a lot of life.
Bess was at what size?
She had +8, so she was a 9/9.
So 9. I've lost 9, 8 life, but I'm gonna gain 9 life. So I'll go to 27.
Unreasonable.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Okay.
So Bess's trigger resolves, giving everybody 0 buff because she has no counters because she does not exist. Is that how that works? Or does it check her last status while she was?
Yeah, that's a good question. I thought that it would check her last status, but if she's not on the battlefield, there's not like counters. If it was like her text box, if it was her power, I believe that would transfer over. But that's my feeling on it. That's why I was saying before attackers, I would do it. I would do it at the beginning of combat. I feel like I would do it at the beginning of combat if I knew about if it does keep its counter status when it goes into other unknown states. But whatever.
I'm just curious. I fully believe that I'm getting no kind of a buff. You have 2 1/1s coming at you now, Jordan.
Oh, no.
This feels much better. It's much more comfortable.
You had to give up something so important, though. Like Safara had to leave.
I did.
Right?
I did. I had to. Yes, I had to make a deal
You did.
with the fiendish savior.
Maybe that was enough of a value for my deal.
Hard teammates, Katie Combat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. You and me, Bobbie. We've overcome our differences.
Oh, yeah, big time.
You could join the savior.
So I will gain a life from Safara. No, from Sarah Ascendant. So that spoils all of my
damage
plans.
choice. I need to resolve the rest of this. I have to draw a card as resolution part of it, and I also need to make a orc army because I've discarded a creature card.
Think after that I will pass turn.
I had so many hopes.
Yeah.
All right. End step. I don't have a zombie army. Let me make my zombie army something to show up here. I seem to be missing it. Zombie. I know it's a goblin army or a orc army. I don't seem to have one on me, so I'm just going to use my zombie army. It's not going to live for very long, and it doesn't get any of the buff either way, so I like it. It's just a bargaining piece, and the looter aspect is pretty good. It's also a just do not touch. Okay, end step trigger Devil Do, because I discarded the Shadow Green Church Fiend and it went to my graveyard.
Damn.
Oh wait, if you discard this card, discard it into exile. Never mind. It doesn't go to your graveyard. When you do, cast it for its madness cost or put it in your graveyard. Oh, I discarded it into exile. Never mind. No Devil Do. Whoops.
Oh, interesting.
Yep. Just want to check the text on there. I thought it went to the graveyard and then you exile it from the graveyard, but no, it never touches the graveyard. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, so I'll
I like that word instead.
Yeah.
Oh, it's my favorite word on a magic card.
Instead.
You
All
better
right,
kill me
we've
this
got
turn.
7 little Nurgles. 7 little Nurgles all lined up. And 1 little zombie army, Raphael, with a new friend, the Shadow Green Church Fiend. This is also a 9/5 with lifelink. So I'll draw a card for a turn.
I think I've stopped being the problem. For the
Yeah.
record.
You gotta kill me right now. You need to
He's
do it.
my savior. He's
Yeah,
my,
absolutely.
I'm gonna give y'all some literature about Raphael.
It is real good. Okay, so it seems like something it'd be really nice if I could foil Katie's plans. I want to keep Katie in the game, but completely ruin the game.
Oh,
And maybe just kill Bobbie-Christine, and then I don't know. Does that mean I'd lose to Jordan in this play? I'm
I
not
feel like
sure.
you just like described your deck building philosophy.
Yep, absolutely. I'll activate the Moria Scavenger, and I'm gonna discard this Extractor Demon. The Extractor Demon says, whenever another creature leaves play, you may have target player put the top 2 cards of their library into the graveyard. It also has an unearth ability, so I'll put that into my graveyard.
No.
I'll zombie army 2, and I'm going to draw a card.
You took.
I will also draw a card.
I was your collateral, and
Yeah.
now I will do nothing unless it means your life total goes down. You kill me. You better kill me right now.
I want everyone to have a turn. I'm not going to kill anybody. I'm gracious.
Okay.
I'm gracious. So, we now need to get creatures to leave. We also need to bring this Extractor Demon into play. Why not? Pre-combat. Let's bring this Extractor Demon. I'll unearth it. So I will remove the card from my graveyard, and it's going to return it to the battlefield, and I will, it'll gain haste. And then I've got to remove it from the game if it were to leave play. Now this effect is on the field, and whenever another creature is going to leave the battlefield, I don't know if it's going to happen. Maybe we need to generate it through combat damage.
Target player.
I mean, the other thought is we could just pull a good old-fashioned Bobbie-Christine maneuver, which is prior to combat. Nothing's going to die. There's no blockers, so I'm going to do this. I cast Goblin Bombardment. It's an enchantment that's a sacrifice a creature.
Nice.
Goblin Bombardment deals 1 damage to any target. It also has now the unintended effect of powering Raphael and giving the Extractor Demon the ability to extract. So I'll move to combat. Hey. Welcome. Hi. Bobbie-Christine, I will attack you with the Plague Bearer of Nurgles. I think that's like 7, 14. That would be 19 perfectly to kill you.
You should do it. I want to just.
I'll do it. I will send those at you. And then Katie Combat. I send the Shadow Green Church Fiend, the Extractor Demon, and Raphael Fiendish Savior at you. Jordan, I send the zombie army at you. Why not?
I can stay alive in theory,
Okay.
and I think I will stay alive by sacking 1 treasure, tapping Reflections of Kiki-Jiki, making a goblin token, and blocking with the goblin token the largest attacker. Cha-ching!
Wow.
Nice.
I
did
declared
my-
no blocks
Move the damage.
to take the 19.
I take
Damage.
14. You did that so me and Katie could be 20.
46? Yeah, I did. And then the Shadow Grange and the Extractor give me a little bit more. That's 9, but that's another 15. So I'm gonna add.
Jordan, you made a deal with this.
Lynn,
Yeah,
would you-
This is your
would
fault,
you-
Jordan.
Would you throw me in the lowest pit? the
Absolutely.
lowest ring. I want to burn so hot.
Absolutely. I will. I'll
Yeah.
put you there. And now I would like to, at this moment, activate this goblin bombardment. I will
You better kill me right now.
I will sacrifice that plague bearer of Nergal, and I will do a point of damage to Jordan. I will do it to you.
Nice.
And
Thank
a
you.
creature has left the battlefield. Katie, would you mill 2 cards, please, for us?
Will, shockingly, they are Sovereign Oakeneck.
Oh,
That's
God.
it.
That is so violent.
The rest is Jordan. I'm gonna shoot 6 more plague bearers at you, and then Katie, keep milling cards.
Our fate is
Well,
sealed.
I'm milling 12.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Let's take a quick tour through Katie's deck. All right.
Praise Satan.
5, 6, 11, 12. Yo, we lost the Harmonized, Temple Garden, Skrelv, Toski, Forest Plains, Mother of Runes, Haywire Might, Takacia's Welcome, Runes, Reckless, Essence Warden.
And there's that Esper Sentinel.
Yeah! Yay!
Thank you. Cards. Let's go.
Thank you for milling
Leaving me
those
alive, bulk?
cards. Never.
You sure about that?
Yeah, I'm not. I moved to my end step. The Great Unclean One triggers. Each of my opponents are going to lose 2 life. And I will create 3 Plague Bearers of Nergal.
Woof.
If that's good, you know what I mean? That we're in that end step. You know what I mean?
How much would you like to play with your food?
I pass the turn to my dearest friend, Bobbie-Christine.
And that's why we learned, don't make deals with Lynn. No, it's good for your soul. It's okay. I'll draw a
It's
card.
okay.
I'm going to die at any moment. So let's go to combat.
Yeah.
Let's send a 2/2 at Lynn and make a treasure. As long as going to combat resolves. I'm going to go to combat past party.
Yeah. That's good. That's fine. Yeah. I want to, twice
Okay.
the 11.
I'll send a 2/2 at you.
I'll take 2. I'll go to 59.
Before damage.
Yeah, I want y'all to have a turn.
I'm going to remove 4 counters from my quests, and now all of my sources deal double damage this turn. I cast Insult post combat.
What is that?
Damage can't be prevented this turn. If a source I control would deal damage this turn, it deals double that damage instead. I'm going to cast Tarfire, targeting Lynn's face.
Bobbie, I'm so sorry, but Insult is a 3 cost. You'll lose 2 life when you cast it. Talion is still.
Okay, I'm going to go to 2. I'm going to go to 1 health.
Lose 2. I should be down 2 from my cast.
No, it's combined. I think it counts as combined, right? Or when it's on the stack, is it just the one? In the deck, it's combined. I think on the stack, it's split.
I'm helping. See, Satan.
Okay, Lynn.
Thank you so much.
Are you going to take 8 to the dome?
Is that? I'll take 8 to the dome. Anything else? You got a chance. It's that last round. It just smacked me, the boss. But I just.
That's it.
Yeah, I'll take 8 to the dome.
Okay, I pass.
Okay.
This fortune was gonna. Sorry.
She
Go ahead.
was indeed.
All right. Oh, I'm gonna untap, upkeep, and draw.
She was gonna blast you.
So then I started blasting. I
encourage you to try and kill me.
You want me to try and kill you?
Yeah, take out my life total. At this point, I can goblin bombardment and kill you, Jordan. I just want you to know
You
that.
can at instant speed.
So, if you were to try to write my
whatever
board,
it is you're trying to do.
However, I offer this one deal. If you can attack me and do combat damage, like our dear Richard Garfield and Katie Combat intended. If you kill me by combat damage, if you can lower this 47 up here, if you can lower that 47, I will. I'll let you live. But if you try to mess with this board, all in one go. Can you all get it? Can you all get it as a team?
Hit her.
My
Jordan, send it.
Okay.
Can Alayla buff that board?
I can try to make you go to heaven. Alayla could buff this board, but I think I don't even know what I'm digging for, but I'm gonna beseech the mirror.
Oh.
I am going to sacrifice my reconnaissance mission to beseech the mirror so I can bargain it. I've been known to make a bargain this game, so I'm going to look for something. How about we do...
I feel like
Oh, that
flowering
plus
is
one.
better because you do have a
Yeah,
couple.
flowering of the white tree is just better, right? So we're going to do that.
It's Shivan
Everything...
Gorge.
It is Shivan Gorge. I have 2 mana left. We're going to move to combat. You don't have any flying blockers. Beautiful. Okay. So I attack with 5 creatures. I am going to connive with Rafine. We are going to discard. I don't need removal because the mistress said I cannot cast removal. So I'm going to discard Void Rend.
I want damage. Kill me by
Frogify.
damage.
1, 2. I'm trying. Utter End 3. Bucket Smothering Tide 4 and Mystic Remora 5. So Rafine gets 5 +1/+1 counters.
Absolutely.
Okay. So here we are. Everything. Okay, so these 2 get +2. So 24,
Okay.
25 damage. It's not
25
enough for
damage. 25 damage.
25 damage in the air.
I block none of it, and I will go from 47 to 22.
All right.
Before damage.
All right.
Oh, before damage. Sorry, 47.
Me and Mean Girl Rafine have had some differences, but it's time for us to come together. And I will cast. it's not that much. I'll cast Fists of the Anvil, targeting Mean Girl Rafine,
All right.
giving her
and-
+4 +0 until end of turn.
Wow.
So I love that. I love that.
God damn it! Does she have Shroud?
Rafine has Ward 1
I'll pay it.
and Flowering of the White Tree
God
also
damn
gives
it.
her Ward 1.
Fine, I'll
So I think
target.
she has Ward 2
I'll target the creature you think is the second most cute after Rafine.
+4. That's Talion the Kindly Lord.
I can't afford
Also-
that ward.
also
so
has
the
ward
third
one.
most. Oh, it has
Yeah.
ward 1? Italian has just ward
Yeah,
1.
just
Only
Ward
one.
one.
I'll pay
one
it.
ward one.
I'll pay it.
Only one ward
I pay it.
one. Yeah.
I
Okay.
pay it.
Okay.
Okay.
That adds 4 to the damage. That takes me to 18.
I'm gonna cast Intangible Virtue. Looking at all of the creature tokens I didn't create this game because I never cast my commander.
Yeah.
I passed my turn.
You chose Rafine and
I did.
Italian
I
as your
did.
commanders this
It's
game.
just like
Uh,
15 is the one this time.
On your end step, I will tap 2 white and 2 more to cast Grand Crescendo with an X of 2.
Lovely.
So I will make 2 1/1 green and white. I'm trying.
Absolutely.
We're gonna die.
Welcome to the battlefield.
Oh,
I wanted to give a sporting chance.
Sporting.
part of the cards. Let's go. I'm gonna untap. Come on, Overrun. Come on, Overrun.
Like Overrun effect or the card Overrun?
Oh, I was literally looking for the Overrun. Would
The
have been
card
nice.
Overrun.
What a badass.
I mean, it doesn't matter
We gonna die.
because Lynn is just gonna kill me when it happens.
If you interact with the board.
That's what I'm gonna try to do, but she's gonna kill me in reaction
Oh,
to
let's
my
see it.
interaction
Let's
with
see
the
it.
board.
Yeah, try to nuke it all.
What's your
Go
attack?
for it.
What's your attack? What's your attack? Send your attack out.
Well, this is a sorcery. This is a sorcery, so I have to do
Okay.
it.
Oh, you're doing it.
Oh.
You're doing it. You're gonna pull the trigger.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Perfect.
attempt to cast Dusk, destroying all creatures with power 3 or greater.
Lynn has priority.
I will sacrifice a devil to Goblin Bombardment. And when I do, it dies. When it dies, it deals a point of damage. So there's the damage from it and the damage from you going on the stack pointing at you, Katie Combat. I will gain 1 from Raphael because this devil dying is essentially a devil doing damage as its last known state. And then the zombie army will get sacked and I will shoot you, Katie Combat, taking all your spells and effects off the stack. You can't destroy my party. And you know what? I'll destroy the rest of you.
I want revenge.
I will sacrifice a plague bearer and shoot you, Bobbie-Christine. I'll sacrifice a plague bearer and shoot you, Jordan.
I want revenge so bad. You took. That was good. That's beautiful.
Take my
Get it,
table.
heaven,
Ye-
Bobbie-Christine.
Okay.
Bobby, if I had that elvish mystic from the very beginning of the game, I would have been able to kill Lynn.
You know what,
did
Katie
this, Bobbie.
Combat? I'm never interacting
did
with
it
your
too,
creatures ever again.
Right.
Wow.
That's the lesson you should take away from this.
This is definitely...
Let me do whatever I want.
Get that notarized. We're recording right now, and you said that.
Well, we are.
Thank y'all for a beautiful story.
Mhm.
Thanks for playing. Thanks for coming,
Nice.
everybody.
Bye.
Thanks for coming by SpellFables.
I was gonna be one of those girls that like documented her transition journey, you know.
Yes.
Right.
Make the timeline with the like, these are the stories of our lives. Have Evanescence playing in the background, actually. It was paired with some slam poetry, you know.
Oh, that's sick.
No, it wasn't.
Something like